You are listening to the Global Psychosis Network.
Global Psychosis Entertainment presents the Jimbo Trashy Podcast.
Everything is a conspiracy.
Everything is a conspiracy.
Everything is a conspiracy.
Everything is a conspiracy.
It's the Jimbo Trashy Podcast, where everything is a conspiracy. Even you are a conspiracy. I am your host, Jimbo Trashy. Tonight my guest is Mike Checker. I swear I'm trying to hold back my laugh right now. I don't know, I'm just like in a really good mood.
What's up, bros? Bros?
I mean, even though I'm in a good mood, there's a sad story I have to tell you. I guess there was 4 dead and 17 injured when a train plowed through a parade float in Midland, Texas during Veterans Day.
I saw a flash of that.
You know what I'm talking about?
I saw a flash of the story, but I don't really know, besides the title,
I guess
much about it.
I don't know why I'm so like jovial about this. Probably because I took some 5-HTP earlier, so kind of puts you in like everything is a great idea, you know?
Wait, what?
5-HTP.
Put you in that move? What put you in that mood, I mean?
It's a nootropic.
What is it?
It's called 5-HTP. You can buy it like
Right.
like Limburg Nutrition and whatnot.
What? It's like a workout thing?
It's not even a workout thing. It's just like it's like a appetite suppressant, mood stabilizer, and helps you go to sleep. And supposedly makes your dreams like really intense and shit when you go to sleep.
Sounds like, yeah.
It's a drug.
Like drugs, yeah.
It's like a drug, but it's like a. I mean, it's not a drug. I mean, because you can buy it. Anyone, you don't need a prescription.
Right.
But I don't know how to explain it other than that. It's just a nootropic. Just Google nootropics.
But it makes you happy, and it makes
if you take
have
enough of them,
vivid dreams.
If you just take one, it's like whatever. I take 2, and then like it's just like.
It's a pill.
It's a pill, and you take it. I mean, it just kind of makes you think like, you know, like, hey, here we are, you know.
Because I've taken pills that do the same thing, and they could get me thrown in a lot of jail time.
Well, I mean, these aren't as extreme as like. I mean, it's kind of like comparing like cocaine to like an energy drink, you know.
Okay.
So it's like the energy drink version of whatever you could get, you know what I'm saying? But it still works.
Sure.
So here I am, like giggling to myself and shit. But anyways,
I need to find some.
I guess there was like, you know, they're doing a Veterans Day parade, and you know, normally when a train crosses, those arms come down and they let the person know like, hey, here comes the train. For whatever reason, I mean, if you want to go the conspiracy route, we can go there. But for whatever reason, those fucking arms didn't go down. So this parade is just going on, and they're going over the train tracks. Well, all of a sudden out of nowhere, here comes a train fucking barreling down the fucking road, or down the tracks. And the first float sees it, and they fucking speed up to try and get away from it, and they successfully got off the track. But the second float's kind of like, what are you guys doing? Why are you guys hauling ass? And then, bam, just got fucking nailed by that train. So it says here 4 died, and then 17 were injured, and then like there's a bunch of pictures of people crying and shit. But
wow,
what the fuck?
You know, I never really understood a surprise train hit, because anytime I've ever seen a train coming, I not only hear it from miles away, but I see a train barreling down the track. But I guess if you're in a float and you're oblivious,
I don't think it was a locomotive. I don't think it was like a, you know, I don't think it was like something like that. I think it was just like one of those like fucking bullet trains. I'm guessing. I'm hoping for the sake of their intelligence that it was like one of those fucking bullet trains that just fucking come out of nowhere going like 80 miles an hour.
Wow, it will like when a train gets to a certain point, isn't there like that's the sensor that makes the arms come down? What happened? Is the arms malfunction, or
I don't know if they didn't malfunction or someone just didn't press the button or what happened. I mean, it's just funny how it's a Veterans Day parade. It just seems like, I don't know. You look at
these guys survived.
I always look at things
war.
as false flags, so I'm probably not the best source to fucking give you an answer for that. But it just seems kind of suspicious that for some reason those fucking arms didn't come down at that exact moment. And here comes like. I mean, how long did that parade was really going to take? Maybe like 15 minutes? And during that 15 minutes, here comes those fucking floats right over the train track, and that train comes, so.
Wow.
And there was no indication that, hey, here comes a train.
And what city was this in?
It was in Midland, Texas.
Texas, okay. Well, Texas is trying to secede right now, right? Aren't they the top state that is so pissed off that the black president has another 4 years that they just want out?
Yeah, there's like 20 states supposedly that are.
I heard all 50. I heard now all 50 have petitioned.
How do all 50 states like secede from the
Certain-
United States, but become
obviously-
united.
Right. Obviously, obviously, Texas, I think, has like the most petitioners that signed, but yeah, all 50 of them did. But to me, come on, you guys are sore loose. I'm not even a Democrat. I'm not a Republican. People would probably call me an extreme liberal, because I'll let you kill yourself if you want to. I don't give a damn as long as you don't harm me and mine, you know. But I just, this whole entire situation, and I was talking to somebody, a friend of ours, before when he first brought it to my attention about this Texas whole Texas trying to start up another civil war situation, you know, and like
They've been trying to succeed for years, man.
Right.
Texas does not want to be part of the United States.
they don't.
They're so huge, they think they're fucking their own country.
But
you
I
know?
also heard it's like 0.0002% of the people who actually signed to succeed, you know, and like back in the Civil War days, it's a little more understandable. States kind of had their own like armies, like sort of, you know what I'm saying? They had their own militia in a sense, whereas now we don't have state military. What are you going to do against the national military? You know, like you're gonna get slaughtered. You're not gonna secede. It's not gonna be let happen. Like
that's why they're trying to stop all these militias from happening, because they think, oh, you're a domestic terrorist.
That's
no,
what
dude, we're
you
just trying to
want.
defend ourselves against a fucking corrupted hierarchy that's fucking
Right.
dictating everything federally.
And they're
shit,
gonna
you know what I'm saying?
and they're gonna get slaughtered. Unfortunately, if like, and the real truth is, if they try to do anything, like it's gonna be the worst thing. And that's why it's just, to me, this is just even stupid for anyone even to take seriously. You know, like I get people are upset, but like Republicans, aren't Republicans like, what is it, like 90%? Having the Republicans like ran the country for 90% of the time, and like rarely does a Democrat get elected. Isn't it
Well, the
like
thing is-
Kennedy, Clinton, and then now Obama?
It's not just the Republicans that are mad about Obama being president. There's also Democrats that are mad about Romney even trying to run for office again in, like, what is it, 2016? There's all these on Twitter. There's like all these like blacks and Hispanics and shit. And they're saying like, oh, if Romney runs for president, we'll fucking assassinate him and shit.
Wow.
There's like, oh, I mean, why are you posting it on Twitter, dude? Like, seriously, like, just fucking tell your friends, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, you're just like, I don't know. I just don't understand people. And I mean, even Facebook, I don't have a Facebook anymore, really. I had a personal one for a while, and it seems like you're just fucking putting yourself out there for the wrong people to fucking know what's going on, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But these people are just like blasting their fucking Twitter feeds. Like, you know, Romney needs to die. He's a fucking piece of shit. He's a white trash motherfucker, you know? Just like post after post, and someone here on the forum, Joe Rogan forum, is like showcasing all these different fucking dudes here. Let me find one. They actually made a website, hellotheracist.tumblr.com. I guess to showcase all these fucking posts on Twitter. This one person's like, let's see. Somebody got assassinate Romney ass so he don't try again after Obama's second term. Are we doomed? Yeah, another person.
That was good.
I'm trying to do my black accent here.
That was,
That was probably really bad, but
yeah, that wasn't bad. But I think you might have offended some
I feel
people.
like if Mitt Romney becomes president, somebody gonna assassinate his ass. It's another person here. I'm gonna stop with the stop with impersonations, because that's racist.
My problem with Romney is that he's a Mormon. Okay.
Yeah, it is a little weird.
I can't ever have a Mormon running my. I'm sorry to all you Mormons out there, but I think you guys are. Oh, geez. I was about to say I'm sorry, and then I was about to call you all a bunch of idiots, but.
You think if you had like 4 or 5 wives, you wouldn't have enough time to fucking run the fucking country? You
I
know?
mean, if you just obviously, if you're a Mormon, you should be educated on what your religion is. But if you're not a Mormon and you don't know what Mormons are, just do some research and find out how the religion came to be, and how their Messiah came to be, and how he came to tell everybody that this is an act of God.
What I think is weird is that in Mexico, there's a whole community of Mormons over there, white people, in Mexico, like straight in the heart of Mexico. You would think of Mexico, oh, it's all cartels.
What city is it?
I don't know the name of the city, but
you're right. There's a white dominant. I don't know about if it's dominant white, but there's
It's all white.
It's like South Africa has
It's
a
like
lot of white people.
It's like a gated community,
Right.
And that's where Romney's like relatives or whatever come from. That's why when Romney goes into office, or I mean, if he did go into office, one of his main goals was like to crack down on the fucking cartels. You would think, oh, that's noble of you, but it's not
Right.
because he wants to stop the drug trade. It's because they're infringing on his relatives from fucking being able to prosper in their fucking little community over there.
Right. That almost sounds like an attempt at an invasion of Mexico and try to make Mexico a part of the United States.
I know, right? North American Union.
Kind of. Like, what are you even thinking about doing anything over there for when we're obviously so fucked up over here? That's for all you bros out there. I cursed. Fuck. Shit, damn. We're so fucked up over here in America. Everyone wants to secede. And fucking, this is the guy you want to elect where he's going to go tell you to fuck off real quick. He's got to deal with some shit in Mexico because his family's down there, you know? Like,
yeah, they have to at least, I would say, at least, wrap up all the shit in the Middle East before they even consider going to Mexico, because we're getting spread pretty thin, I would say, But,
well, everything's a conspiracy.
The whole thing about Obama is, like, a lot of people don't like the fact that he's doing his Obamacare. They think, like,
they think he's a socialist.
Yeah, they think, but my only gripe with the, Obamacare is, like, okay, they passed this legislation, and then, like, the CEO of Papa John's is saying, okay, well, because I have to give, Obamacare to my employees, I'm going to raise the price of pizzas 5%, whatever.
That's Papa John said that?
Yeah, the CEO. I don't know his name.
Papa.
But,
Papa John. Right?
Mr. Papa John said that...
Not Mr. Papa. We'll call him Papa. Papa John.
He was saying it's going to raise the price of pizzas 10 to 14%, and he has therefore no choice but to pass on that tax to the consumers or the customers that want to buy those products. Papa John's pizzas, bread rolls, whatever the fuck they sell. But the thing is, that's not his only option. His option is he could also take a cut and pay. But is he going to do that? He wants to have his $5 billion in the fucking bank account instead of his $2 billion in the bank account.
Wow. So
he's going to spend it like, because you guys fucking voted for Obama and you have to have this Obamacare, I got to give these fucking meaningless idiots their fucking health care. See what's going to happen now? So I don't understand, like, these people, like Obama puts his shit in office, right? Makes these policies, okay, fucking the owners of these corporations have to do this and that for their employees, but they don't regulate how it's got to be done. So basically those guys just pass off that responsibility that's been thrusted upon them by the president, and okay, well, let the consumers pay for it. Yeah. So at the end of the day, the CEOs are not really doing anything besides making more money. Some of that money they're making now is now going towards healthcare, whereas it should be they're making the same amount of money and they're fucking taking that pay cut to take care of those employees that are theirs.
Which is what's right, and I don't necessarily agree with Obamacare by all of its facts and situations, but just like you said, you're making if you're making $5 billion and it goes down to $2 billion, that's a lot of money, I guess.
It's a lot of money, but I mean, who needs billions of fucking dollars?
Well, it comes down to you're still gonna make more money than you need.
I mean, when it gets to a point for me where it's like, if you need billions of dollars to function day to day, like, you're a fucking maniac, dude. Like,
Jesus.
It's almost like I want to compare it to like pedophilia, dude. Like, you need a fucking little kid to get off now. Like, what the fuck? You need billions of dollars to get your fucking breakfast? Like, dude, get the fuck out of here. You're a fucking plague on society with your fucking greediness. And I think these people, like, they can't take a small pay cut to take care of the employees that help them get rich. Yeah, that little acne-faced teenager that's only making minimum wage, that dude helped you get rich, dude. So why don't you give him some fucking health care?
Right.
If you want these guys to give a fuck about their job.
Yeah, that's so true. Yeah, this whole president election and the sore losers that come after it, and I'm telling you right now, in the end, I really could to me, the elected president in the end is a joke. There's certain people running the country, and there's just things that are going to happen, and they're not going to happen. And if one president gets elected compared to another president get elected, the difference between what's going to happen is so minuscule and tiny that it's ridiculous. And from my experience, and from everything I know, which I don't know much, but but in the end, I could give a fuck, to be honest, because all the president is an elected face, and
they're just puppets. It's
And
like
people
professional
wanted, people
wrestling.
wanted a black leader. They want everyone's so trying, even though they're racist as motherfuckers. All they want is for everyone to think I'm not racist.
You know what the American voter was in 2008? It was like your jilted ex-girlfriend or your jilted girlfriend's like, you know what, I'm gonna go fuck a black guy. That's exactly what it was. It's like, you know what, he's black, I'm gonna vote for him. You know, that's what they did. I'm not saying like he didn't have some good ideas, but I think a good majority of the reason why he won the popular vote, because electrical vote's what really makes the decisions. But
Right.
I'm talking about just strictly the popular vote.
Which Romney won this year, right?
I don't even know who won that
Yeah, I'm
one.
pretty sure Romney won the popular vote this year.
Did he?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I was watching it before I had to go somewhere else.
I'm
but
pretty sure. If I'm wrong, I feel like an idiot. But I'm pretty positive that's what I saw.
Well, if you're wrong, don't worry. There's definitely some dedicated haters out there that will.
Well, let us know.
Go out of their way
Let
to-
us know, please. I didn't say fuck when I was talking about it, though, so I hope that helps.
Yeah,
at
we're trying
least.
to. I was telling Mike Checker earlier tonight that a lot of you listeners here have a problem with us saying like and fuck and shit every other word, and while we're discussing our topics here. So I mean, I'm personally trying to be more professional for you idiots because I know that's what you need to get through life. But you know, you have to.
What are they gonna do now? Who are they gonna tell that they're idiots? Who are they gonna, you know?
I mean,
We got to give them something to complain about. So that's why I'm saying I'm gonna say things that I really don't have 100%.
see, we're just trying to dumb it
Fact on.
down. We're trying to dumb it down for you guys so you can follow along. You know,
That's what
that's
we
what
want.
it boils down to.
That's what if you know some stupid people, man, just send them our way. We'll entertain the shit out of them. Oh, there it was again. I promise, though.
Yeah, you know, it's children can be listening right now. You should not be saying so many swear words. Another thing that was kind of
I don't know if
surprising
children would
for me.
understand us. Do you think? What is
I
that
hope not.
minimum age level that you think people will understand what we're talking about?
I would say there's probably some, you know, very intelligent 15-year-olds that have an idea. I would say maybe.
There you go. They could handle a curse word here and there.
Along with the election, another thing that kind of surprised me, the whole election shit, was Prop 37. And for those of you guys who don't know what Prop 37 was, it was about the labeling of GMO products. So basically, in the grocery store, you have to say if it's a GMO, like this is 100% GMO or whatever, which is a genetically modified organism or whatever the fuck they call it. It just basically means that they fucking do some processing to make that fucking product have a longer shelf life or taste better or whatever the fuck they do to it. But you have to label that shit. That's what the Prop 37 was asking for, you know, to make the people that make those fucking label that shit.
Right.
They already label the calories. They already label what's the ingredients. How much more ink does it cost to say this is a GMO fucking product? Well, the people that said vote no on that shit are saying, oh, it's going to cost more money.
It's going to cost you tax money.
How is it? I mean, how is it going to cost you more tax money? They're already required to print that shit on the fucking. I mean,
Nickel a year.
it's
to
just
you.
it's just
To you and me.
ridiculous, dude. Okay, how about you get rid of those ridiculous graphics for your fucking logo, and put some of that ink over to what is important, and that it's a GMO.
Well, that's because.
But somehow it didn't pass. It didn't pass.
That's because the people who don't want to do that don't want people to know their shit is genetically enhanced.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, that's why it all comes down. It always comes down to money, A, and then B, the ability to keep making that money, which is you don't want to tell people my shit is fucking not natural. You know, my
True.
shit is chemically altered.
But that should be criminal, dude.
Should be.
You know, I mean,
Of course it should be.
And them,
It should either be not criminal, but what it should be is you should have the right to know.
and
you know.
well, the voters voting no on that shit, to me, just proves to me like what kind of fucking idiots we have at the fucking toll booth.
And that's just
you know?
California.
Or not toll booth, but vote booth.
That's just California.
That was just
Prop
California,
37,
but they probably had different measures
In
in
other
different
places.
versions of that in different states. But
Yeah.
that's the one that happened in California,
Right.
And it got voted no. Someone honestly went to the fucking vote booth and said, no, I can't be knowing what's on my products. No, fucking idiot, dude.
And that's one of the ones I've heard heard and seen a lot of complaints about people like going, what kind of fucking citizens, and see now that's not my uneducated ass, that's what I've read, people saying what kind of fucking citizens are out there at the voter booth polling to not pass something that is so just like blatantly obvious that we should have given to us. You know, it's like, what kind of idiot doesn't want to know. Like, why not? Why would you not want to know?
That's
And
like
the only
voting.
the only reason is because they think somewhere in the anti-ads for Prop 37 was built around, this is going to cost your ass a lot of money. Do you really care?
I think the fuck up was the people that should have been yes on Prop 37 didn't step up their game and say, hey, no, these guys are full of shit because X, Y, and Z. You know, because that's what Prop 37, no one, Prop 37, those fucking idiots, that's what they fucking did. Oh, no, it's going to cost more money to print out that label or whatever the fuck they say. Oh, we have to have the FDA approve it, whatever the fucking bullshit they spun. The FDA already does approve what the fuck's out there on the shelf. All they had to do was fucking print it. A fucking label. Just put some ink on the goddamn label. I honestly, it just dumbfounds me that people like look at that and are like, absolutely not. No, I'm not paying for that. I already got to pay for Israel. I ain't, no.
Right. Because the only people who don't put that shit on their labels, right, are the people who don't do it.
Yeah, they don't want you knowing that it's cancer-inducing,
right,
cancer-causing.
Because all the people that don't have that shit in there, guess what's on their labels? We do not have genetically altered chemicals in our food, you know? So that's what I'm saying. The people that are backing it, and you know what? That's probably the majority of people that fucking make millions off of people by doing this type of crap. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's money, 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 idiot, idiot, idiot.
It's just the whole idea and this whole notion that the guy with the most money wins is ridiculous, dude. It's just like, can we just stop what we're doing for a second and realize that it's not getting us anywhere? You're saying, like, okay, well, this person spent $800 million on their campaign. What is that? Is that supposed to impress me? You know, like, dude, all that tells me is that you're just trying to bullshit people more than anyone else.
Right,
you know?
Right. That to me is a crime. That to me is a crime. You know, Linda McMahon. Okay, I think she was one of the top I'm not going to say top spenders. I think the presidential candidates had the top, but Linda McMahon lost out in Connecticut
Thank God for
or
that
whatever.
shit.
And you know, that's a big thing behind the whole WWF PG era that we live in right now. That's supposed to be consistent to the late 80s, early 90s WWF cartoon wrestling, very kid friendly, and it's all because Linda McMahon's running for office, and we can't have her opponents using footage of us doing dumb shit, which they did anyways. They went back to the Attitude Era.
That's another thing, though. They shouldn't have the right to do that shit. What does some fucking wrestling angle from 1998 have to do with anything that's going on in today's world?
Nothing.
They're
It's
just
like
reaching
Arnold
for
Schwarzenegger running for office. They could have gone back to all of his movies, because wrestling is a fucking TV show and a fake movie. That's all it is. Arnold Schwarzenegger, Jesse Ventura. Okay, all winning office. You could go back to their movies, because Jesse Ventura was an actor too, and show them being killers and maniacs. You know what I'm saying?
That's like when Jesse Ventura was running for governor. That's like, I mean, I could totally see them saying like, oh, well, in Predator he said slack-jawed faggots.
Exactly.
He's a homophobic.
Exactly.
You know, that's like,
and they probably did.
I wouldn't be surprised, right?
You know, we didn't get to see that type of shit because we didn't live in Minnesota.
Yeah.
So we didn't see all those ads, you know. But they probably did. And it's a joke. And if you believe in that, you're a joke too. You can't comprehend between reality and fantasy. You know? I guess it's the whole idea of you believed in that. You were a part of that. But again, it's entertainment, you know, and
isn't it funny how politics and professional wrestling are just like so fucking similar, you know?
Sure.
I mean, as I get older, I just notice like, dude, it's like, you know, I grew up liking professional wrestling. I wasn't really a politics guy. As I got older, I got more into politics, and then like as I get older, it's like, whoa, they're kind of like the same thing, dude. We got a good guy and a bad guy, and they're both fucking pretending bullshit. Mm-hmm. At the end of the day, they're probably fucking shaking hands, saying, "Hey, good game, man. Yeah, you got me this election. I'll get you next time." You know?
Oh, I'm sure
you bastard! Next time, I'm gonna put $200 more million in that shit. You know, like they're fucking just like, it's just ridiculous, dude. And somehow this shit's legal. It's legal to do this shit. That's what's the most fucking absurd thing about the whole thing.
It's insane. And
how do you take the law seriously when like they can do this shit?
Slander is insane. It's ridiculous. And yeah, I don't know. I don't even, especially when it's something so important, like people heading our office and everything like that in our country, and it's disgusting. And it just goes to show, you know, you just can't have any faith in society these days.
You know who I would trust? I would trust the person that would take the shirt off his back, to fucking help you before I trust the guy that says, well, as an American, I think that we need to lower taxes. And like just some fucking meaningless diatribe that every other fucking politician ever says. It's bullshit, you know? The dude that will take his shirt off his back is the one that's gonna fucking be a good politician. The one that's like, hey, you know what, dude? I didn't spend any money to fucking campaign, but this is what I think needs to be done. And if you guys agree with me, then vote for me. If you don't, then okay. You know, that's a dude. It's the sincerity.
So cutthroat that you'll never see that. You'll only see that in independent parties, which are never gonna have the backing.
That's why the whole system needs to be fucking revamped. And they just need to pull the plug on that shit and watch all those fucking corrupt motherfuckers go down the drain, and then just fucking restart. You know? Yeah. Just regulate anyone that tries to. Oh, I got $500 million. I'm here to camp. No, fuck you. You're out of here, dude. In fact, just put a bullet in the back of his head and say, we didn't see him come in, dude. He was already dead when we walked up, dude. We're going to ask him if he's running for office, and he was just dead.
We would need some kind of revolution for that, you know?
Well, the first step to revolution is what I tell everyone, is you got to inform people. You know, when you talk about the Illuminati, people are like, Illuminati? Is that's that thing that the fucking that Jay-Z does or something?
They make,
Like, people have no idea what you're even talking about. So you tell people what you're talking about. You inform everyone about what these things are, how it affects people, and you let them know one at a time, 10 at a time, however many people it takes. And eventually, maybe it'll be 10 years from now, who knows when it's going to be, you sway the public opinion. But the first and the only way you can do that is by informing people.
Yeah, that's 100% correct.
So, I mean, as it stands right now, we don't have enough people that believe in this shit or think that there's anything wrong here. They think, oh, yeah, it's because he's a Democrat. Well, I'm a Republican, so next term it's going to be way different. No, it's not, dude. It's going to be the same bullshit.
That's just the problem. It's just Democrat, Republican.
Yeah, it's because a bunch of old baby boomers who can't fucking get over the past.
Tradition.
They think they just know what's going on now.
I hate it. And
they can't even log on the internet, but they're going to vote. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not going to say, like, you know... But it's almost true. And, you know, and like through this election, that, you know, a lot of things have been raised for some reason about, you know, the polar opposites and the vice versa of Democrats and Republicans. And there's, you know, some interesting things I've seen. And, you know, you could take it for what it's worth. But when you look at the map and you see the blue states and you see the red states, right? You go through and you go through and research and do your facts about it, and it turns out that the top 10 educated states in America, the smartest states, are all blue, 1 through 10. The dumbest, number fucking 41 to 50, the dumbest are red. Okay, and then you go back and you look out too, and you go back to all the way to the Civil War. And you look at the states that were Confederates and the states that were Union. You know, the North and the South, you could call it, but it wasn't exclusively North and South. But the states that were for slavery and the states that weren't for slavery. Red and blue. It's like the same territory, okay? That to me is just kind of just a little wink at you, like, look, this is what we're dealing with here. And like I said, I'm not a Democrat, I'm not a Republican, but if I feel like in the end, like, Republicans, like you're saying, are traditionalists. They're the baby boomers, whatever you want to call it, that were raised a certain way. They're not going on education and fact. They're going on what grandpa and daddy beat the shit, don't forget, beat the shit into them about how to do things.
Well, here's how stupid Confederates were. They thought that they would somehow convince a bunch of muscular, huge black men to do all their work for them for the rest of fucking life. For eternity. These fucking huge, muscular black guys were just, yo, sure, master, I'll do whatever you want, so. Like, yeah, how long do you think that was going to last, dude, before they fucking...
beating them.
Yeah. Well, they beat them, but, dude...
threatening them and giving them nothing.
They kept breeding them, though, and making the biggest, strongest, baddest fucking ones.
So now what do we have now?
A bunch of huge NBA stars.
Right. And football stars. Yeah. And they're the most athletic.
How long can you control them? How long can you control them?
Right? There was if you were white at the time and you were smart, you wanted to have those guys on your side because eventually they would take over. Because you're not going to be able to fight those motherfuckers, you know?
I think, dude, like right now they're saying, like, you know, Al-Qaeda this, Al-Qaeda that. You know, it's all about Arabics and how fucking Muslim people are fucking extremists and they're going to fucking ruin Western civilization. I think, like, I mean, this is my prediction. There's no proof on this at all. But I would say in the next, like, 20 to 30 years, Mexicans are going to become the new fucking enemy. Because they're invading America as how, you know, white fucking, white collar Republicans look at it. These Mexicans are coming in here and they're invading our country and they're taking over politics, you know? So you have, like, I mean, I think this Hispanic vote takes over, like, I forgot the percentage, but it's something ridiculous, like 47% of the vote or some shit. It's Hispanic.